Hey everyone, and welcome back to DownTime. This is part 2 of the Huskarl, exploring the Verja archetype. So if you haven't watched part 1, I strongly recommend going back to check that out. As some of you may know, the Huskarl is sort of along the lines of a bodyguard. The Verja archetype expands on this idea, turning it into a playstyle that is very focused on protecting another creature, as you will see as we go over the features. So I'm not going to waste any more time and just get into it. When the Huskarl takes up the Verja class at 3rd level, they gain access to the Bodyguard feature. This allows them to, as a bonus action, declare a creature within 10 feet of them as their charge, the person that they are protecting, essentially. They can only have one charge at a time, and while they're within 5 feet of their charge, the charge gains a +1 bonus to their AC. Additionally, at 10th level, if their charge is the target for a melee attack, they can use their reaction to make an attack against the attacking creature. I will admit, being tied to one person like this is probably going to be a little bit annoying at times, but this feature exists to emphasize the concept of being a bodyguard by literally embodying the idea of, I am here to protect this individual, since the Verja's features have a lot of aspects that become active while they are near their charge. As you can guess, this archetype synergizes quite well with the protection fighting style. As you'll see over the next few features though, they can still do things without being near another creature. Defender is the Verja's 7th level ability. It has two parts to it, one involving their charge, and the other one does not. So the first part of this feature makes it so that when a creature hits the Verja with an attack, they can use their reaction to gain a +1 bonus to their AC until the start of their next turn. This is somewhat similar to the Hunter Ranger's multi-attack defense, however it increases the AC by a smaller value, takes a reaction, and lasts for the rest of the round. Due to how it's worded at the moment, it is technically possible for it to stack multiple times, I believe. The other aspect of Defender makes it so that if the Verja is within 10 feet of their charge, and another creature moves towards them, they can use their reaction to move half their movement speed to block the path of the creature moving and attempt to shove them. That's a lot to get out of reaction, I will admit, but the idea behind it was to give the feeling of, oh hey, this guy's getting pretty close to my friend, I'm going to deal with that. The Verja gains Reaction Surge at 10th level. It works basically exactly the same as Action Surge does, except instead of giving a second action, it doubles the number of reactions the Verja can take during the round. It cannot be used again until finishing a long or short rest. These extra reactions can only be used for Huskarl features and attacks of opportunity, much like the extra reactions granted from the extra reaction feature in the base class. This feature may need to be changed if I'm being honest. The idea is certainly helpful, but it's very hit and miss whether you're going to need to increase the number of reactions you take around. Well, if a fighter were to use their reaction surge, it's typically not going to be a chance wasted. At 10th level, the Verja also gains the Escort feature. Like with Defender, Escort has an aspect that utilizes the player's charge and another aspect that doesn't specifically rely on a charge just being near another creature. Escort allows the Verja to use their reaction to move with their charge if they move away from them, granting attacks of opportunity made against their charge disadvantage. This part might be easily abused by being paired up with monks, and will no doubt need to change it, but it keeps the Verja in the theme of being a bodyguard and gets around the issue of both parties losing their bonuses if they move. Alternatively, when a creature within 5 feet of the Verja makes a melee attack against a creature other than themselves, they can take the help action as a reaction, granting the attacking creature advantage on the strike. It is important to note, however, that the Escort ability can only be used a number of times equal to the Verja's Constitution modifier, a minimum of once. They regain all uses after completing a long or short rest. Their next ability is granted at level 15. Shield Combat Master allows them to bash with their shield if they make an attack of opportunity, or a attack from a Huskarl class feature that uses the shield. This runs off the rulings for shield combat, so it allows them to shove instead of attacking, pretty straightforward. Additionally, it grants them a third ability while they're wielding a shield, Interrupt. Interrupt allows them to use their reaction to make an attack with their shield against a creature within 5 feet of them that makes an attack. If the attack hits, the attacking creature must make a Constitution saving throw with a DC that is equal to 8 plus the Verja's strength modifier plus their proficiency bonus. If they succeed, nothing happens, however if they fail, the attack has disadvantage. Tower of Defense is the final archetype feature for the Verja. They gain it at 18th level. It's relatively straightforward, although it may be a little bit lackluster. Essentially, if they attempt to intercept an attack and fail, they can instead make an attack with their shield against the attacking creature, or if they have the protection fighting style, they can instead use its abilities as the outcome for the intercept. As I said, it's pretty straightforward, nothing too fancy, just enhances another class feature. So that's the Verja. The idea behind it was sort of to emphasize the bodyguard aspect of the class, and I really hope that the archetype does so efficiently. Looking through it again, I see some things that may need to be improved, but I won't be certain until I playtest it or gather some feedback from others. If you'd like to use the Huskarl as a whole, then feel free to visit the DM's Guild to download it. It's pay what you want, so feel free to just download it for nothing and tell me your thoughts, either here or on the DM's Guild. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any suggestions as to what I should cover next, or even make, then please let me know. Tell me how you think I can improve either with this class or my videos in general. And enjoy the rest of your day. Cheers. Bye.